Hey guys, what's going on? I'm Sam Crack, coming to you from a brand new microphone. A lot of you guys told me in one of my last car of the days that my microphone was garbage. I took that to heart because why have bad audio quality? I wouldn't watch a video either with bad audio quality, and now you shouldn't have to either. So let me know or hit the like button if you think that this audio quality sounds substantially better than anything else I've ever put out. Now this video is all about the two little things that are holding me up from completely finishing the Corvette Grand Sport Rebuild Project. But in the middle of working on these things, I got a phone call, which kind of led to a different sequence of events, and threw this video completely off its tracks. Luckily, as you're about to see, my Corvette problems were rectified, but in the process, a completely new issue cropped up. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this total jumbled mess of a video.
So our first holdup here is that wheel. And it looks perfect. You get up close. Again, this car's only got 8,000 miles on it. These are pretty low profile tires, so they don't have a lot of life left, but they're not meant to go for a lot of miles. But this thing isn't holding air, and I've been looking around it for a while, but I never got underneath the rear of the car. We come around the back, we could see, let me roll it this way so you can see better, right there. This thing hit the curb at a good angle to put a nice bend in it, and it's probably completely broken the bead, and so it's leaking out air. So my first thought was just call the wheel repair shop. Usually I think a wheel repair is like curb rash and all that sort of stuff. But anyway, I called them. They wanted, they said starting at 150. Now I didn't tell them it was a Corvette. I didn't tell them it was a super wide wheel like that. So who in the heck knows if you brought that in? I'm kind of a conspiracy theorist when it comes to anything automotive repair related. It's like it starts at, and then the second you bring in a Corvette wheel, it doubles or something. But anyway, starting at 150. So I hopped on eBay, and in this box right here in the back seat, this big box, I got a new takeoff wheel for like $220 plus $30 shipping. Personally, I'd rather just spend the extra $100 and get what I know to be a new takeoff wheel, or one that's in excellent used condition, and just replace this thing completely. And then at the end of the day, you could probably sell this wheel to somebody still, I would guess for $100 with that bend in it, and recoup a little bit of your costs.
I think I showed you guys this before, but when it was in pieces. This is the first Corvette headlight that I finished completely. I went ahead, painted it in the color match Arctic white, and then put a clear coat over it. That's the inside part, and then I replaced the lens on the outside with a brand new lens. These headlights in decent condition, usable, would have cost me over $1,000 a piece if I could find them. They don't make these anymore. Now this headlight specifically right here, I had to paint that inside 3 times. Weather conditions, me messing up, all sorts of things caused me to have to sand this down and refinish it 3 times until it was perfect. Now it's darn perfect. And this one you can see has been re-glued together. So this one is completely finished. But the second one is giving me troubles. Restoring these headlights have taken the most time in this entire rebuild process. It only took us about a day's time to drop and replace the subframe. These headlights I've been working on for over a month. Now, of course, I've been doing that sporadically, and especially the painting part, you can't just go and paint everything in one shot. You definitely got to give it time to dry, then make sure there's no imperfections and all that stuff. But starting from the beginning here, you pry the lens off the actual housing, and to do that, it's a couple screwdrivers, and you can either stick the headlight in an oven, or as you see me doing here, you use a heat gun to pry it off. Eventually, after several hours of prying, this will happen. There we go. Ugh. This one is not as good as the other one. You could see obviously some moisture's gotten in here and rusted all the metal components, and that's just an added layer of hassle that I really have here. You can see there's little pieces. I don't know where they broke off from the blue here, but that must have come from the back of here somewhere. Nice thing is that these are all intact. Usually 1 or 2 of these will break off. This didn't, and all these seem to be in pretty good shape up top here, all these tabs. So nothing that's detrimental. We'll be able to take this out now,
painted now. That dude in the video, he just keeps talking. He's so annoying. His face is so punchable. He's so stupid. Why is he still talking? Shut up. And all you guys watching this right now, make sure you drop a comment down below telling this guy how stupid he is and annoying he is. Now, like the first headlight that's already been completed, this one got painted 3 times. But unlike the first one, I should have had the experience to know how to not mess this one up. What happened the first time was pretty much out of my control. I got all the way to the end and I had a brand new can of clear coat that was defective. I went and shot that clear coat. Hardener came out. Just straight hardener, no clear coat. If you ever seen a broken spray paint can that just lets the hardener out, it's kind of like that orange stuff and it's really sticky. If you get it on your hands, it's impossible to get off. And it's called hardener because it hardens the paint. It almost left a spider web effect over this entire plastic piece. This took me several more hours to sand completely down. The grooves on the bottom of this headlight are a nightmare. So I've sanded it 3 times now, finished it 3 times. And what you're actually looking at here is a finished clear-coated lens that turned out matte. I have no clue why. I'm assuming it had something to do with the humidity and the weather. So to really try and save some time and mental anguish, all I did was take a 800 grit sandpaper, sand this entire lens down, sprayed 1 or 2 light coats of white, which got rid of all my sanding marks, and then put the clear coat on about 30 minutes after the white had dried, and bam, what do you know? Finally turned out right for once. What a relief. The clamps are on, this thing is drying, it's basically finished, and I'm super excited about that. Not only am I excited about the headlights being completed, I'm excited about finishing the Corvette, and at the same time I get the call that the delivery driver with the second rebuild project, that's right, I bought 2 recently, is on its way to deliver this moment. So I've got to hop in the Jaguar and meet him there. So I'm outside the body shop, which is right over there. I don't want to be too conspicuous. And I'm getting this car delivered directly to the body shop because there's some frame or unibody work that needs to be done right off the bat. Then I'll take it and finish it from there. That sort of work I like to leave up to the experts, and I deal with a guy that is really, really good, and he's super local, so that's good. I'm kind of nervous about this because number one, the transporter hasn't been super friendly, but number 2, this is the most amount of money I've ever spent on a salvage car, period. As you just heard me say, this driver wasn't very friendly when I tried to communicate with him before bringing the car to me. As a matter of fact, I hardly was able to communicate with him because he didn't really respond to any of my text messages or phone calls. That's fine. I can deal with that, and I understand some people don't want to be bothered. But at this point, I think it's smartest to work together to get my car off of his truck, get him paid, and get him onto his next delivery. But this guy just wasn't having it. The longest delivery I've actually ever had of a car that didn't run was the Corvette. The delivery driver had left the keys in the car, and the battery had died, so all the doors were locked. But we were able to figure it out. We always figure it out. This delivery driver gave me about 10 to 15 minutes before he got seemingly frustrated, said that he's going on to his next stop and he'll come back a little bit later. The thing is,
he never actually came back. Nor did he answer his phone calls or text messages for a little while afterward. As of this moment, I still don't have the second project car several days later. And I'm pretty worked up about it, and I just hope that there's a resolution soon. When there is, I'll be sure to fill you guys in on all the details. Now guys, I always appreciate you taking the time to watch these videos. If you enjoyed this one, or you can't wait to see an update on what actually happened with this mystery second car that was pretty darn expensive, be sure to hit that like button. If you have any questions for me, as always, go ahead, check out the description box below. You'll find my email and my Instagram in there. Follow me on there if you want to see some behind the scenes stuff. Thanks a whole lot, and I will catch you very soon.